Hey y'all, welcome to Primary Tackle Company's Tips and Tactics. We're going to tell you what to use and when to use it. It's a great new informative video series that you'll see posted on our YouTube and our social media over the next few weeks and months. So stay tuned and be checking it out. We're going to have several of these going. Today we're going to talk a little bit about chatterbaits. So, one of the most popular baits for spring, just a little bladed jig. We carry 3 different ones here in the store right now. We'll have different ones all the time, but it kind of based on what's available at the time. So, one of the things about a chatterbait is it is a jig with a blade attached. With the ZMan style, they're attached directly to the line tie, and with all other brands, pretty much, they are attached with some type of a clip, be it a split ring or whatever. But Z-Man holds a patent on putting that chatterbait blade directly to the head. So I'm going to show you a couple of really quick really quick little pictures on close-ups. So this is a Z-Man cross eyes. So this bait runs $9.99. If you can see, it's got a wire weed guard on it, so that helps make it a little bit more weedless than the standard one. Painted eyes, blade sits here, and it will actually tap on each side of the head of the bait, so that helps make some extra noise. The Jackhammer, which is one of the most popular Z-Man baits out there right now, it's a little more expensive at $15.99. And it does the same thing. It's got the tungsten head on it. It's a wire tied skirt. It's got a same basic blade. It's got, one of the things that the Z-Man has is it's got that turned up blade right there, which has been a really good seller and piece for their blades as well. And then here's the other one. This is our personal branded one. I really like this bait. This is something new that we're doing coming just for this spring. First round of them came in about a week or two ago. You see that head, it's a really flat archy style sort of head, but it's flatter and wider than a standard head. What that does for you, I tested it on Wolf River not too long ago. Comes through brush really, really well. In 3 hours time, I don't think I hung it up but about 3 or 4 times. So it's pretty good for a chatterbait, because they're notorious for hanging up. And you can see we have ours attached with a split ring. I have a company out of Missouri, so it is an American-made product that does that for us. Really good stiff hook. So once you get a fish on there, he is hooked up and he is not going anywhere. So great components, last really well. I've been very, very happy with them so far in product testing. So great price point at $6.49. It's a great price on a chatterbait. Great quality bait. Pro tie skirt, so it's not going to go anywhere. So when do you use a chatterbait? Anytime the water is over about 40, you can get away with using a chatterbait, and it can be fished a lot of different ways. One of the things I like to do is on like rocky banks and stuff is to throw it out there and just slow rolling it with it just steadily bumping the bottom. It allows you that opportunity to still be moving fast and finding stuff. So how do you choose like what weight? I like a 3/8 ounce if I'm fishing in less than 4 or 5 foot of water, so that it's not getting just buried up down on the bottom. And I like a 1/2 ounce in that 5 to 10 foot, and something even a little bit heavier sometimes if I'm trying to get even deeper than that. We carry some 3/4 during the summer for those ledge guys. We can always get them for you if you want them earlier in the year too. But as we get into the spring and the water temperatures start getting warmer, those warmer days, that chatterbait's going to really come into play. It comes around brush really well. It also comes over the top of grass really, really well. So I like to fish a chatterbait in those places that a spinnerbait blade tends to, it rolls, so it tends to tangle up in grass and that kind of thing. So it's really, chatterbait really comes into its own in that kind of stuff. One of the other things people ask me all the time is what kind of trailer should they use. This is our PT Swim, which is a Kitech style or ribbed swim bait. This is a 3/8. The 3/8s, the 4/8s are great sizes, and I base how big of one, on how big of a profile I want. This is our 3.5 inch swim minnow. For my smaller 3/8 ounce swim baits or chatterbaits, I'll use this one. I'll use the 5 inch if I want a bigger profile, or if I want the bait to ride higher in the water. That boot tail on both of these baits keep it riding really high in the water. A Zako from Gary Yamamoto is another really popular one. A lot of people use the little twin tails, but this is another bait that I use a lot. And look, everybody knows I throw a bush pig a whole lot, but I'll use this on the back of a chatterbait too. If I'm not trying to, if I really want the bait really to flow through the water a little bit faster and I don't want any drag, I'm trying to move it faster, I'll use this bait because it gives it a lot of flash. But what I'll do is I'll take it and I will twist the top off of it, split these two pieces apart. Let's see if I can see that. Yeah, split those two pieces apart so that it can't hang up on a piece of brush or anything, and then just thread it onto the back. But what that thing does is it gives the bait a ton of, it's more sight oriented. So I'll do this in clear water when I want something that's a little bit more sight oriented and I want something that has a little more flash to it. But what this thing does is in the water, you've got those two big flappers back here, and you've got those little twin tails that are just kicking. So it makes for a good little football trailer as well as a chatterbait trailer. So a couple of quick hits and tips. Like I said, I like to use these in the spring. They're pretty much a year-round bait. Anytime the water, the fish are fairly active and trying to eat, it's a great bait to throw. So we have those, like I said, on the website and also in the store. So come check out these baits here, and we would love to hear from you soon. Again, this has been an installment of Primary Tackles Tips and Tactics. Keep your eyes out. You're going to see a lot more of these coming. I appreciate your time today. Thank you.